August has been an incredible month for Xbox Live Arcade. Pretty much every game that's been coming out in August has been one worth buying. We haven't really seen this before, so we here at IGN figured it'd be a good idea to run down all the games in August so you could get a grip on everything that's come out and why you need to buy them. Bionic Commando Rearmed is a remake of the classic 8-bit NES game, and it really is kind of what you've always wanted from a remake on XBLA. It's got incredible graphics, and really it's the arm that's the star here. You're going to be swinging around as if you were Spider-Man, kind of like Spider-Man meets G.I. Joe, I guess is a great way to put Bionic Commando. And this is a game that has 2-player co-op offline. You can jump in with a second player and go ahead and play all the way through the entire game, and the AI will actually change based on the fact that you have the second player with you. And it's a lot of fun to actually go and play this incredibly difficult game with a friend and get your asses kicked together. Why get your ass kicked alone when you can do it with a buddy? Braid is a time manipulation puzzle game, as odd as that sounds. Now at first look, you're going to think, oh, this is a platforming game, but not at all. Braid is actually a puzzle game where your job is trying to figure out, how do I get these various puzzle pieces? And the entire time you're just using time manipulation to get around puzzles, to avoid or defeat enemies. So it really is going to tax your brain. It's something like we haven't seen before on Xbox Live Arcade. Fable 2 Pub Games is a free download if you pre-order Fable 2, which kind of makes it a necessary have. I mean, after all, if you're going to be playing a bunch of pub games, you might as well just go ahead and pre-order Fable 2 as it is. The cool thing about this is that you have 3 minigames that are pretty fun to play, and you're earning money and items that you're going to be able to use in Fable 2, so it's kind of like a nice prep work for when Fable 2 comes out in October. The best of these minigames is called Fortune's Tower, and it's sort of a riff on Solitaire. It's actually really addictive. I wouldn't say that you want to pay 800 Microsoft points to buy this alone, but again, you pre-order Fable 2, you're going to get a code to download this for free, and free is really something that's impossible to deny. Galaga Legions, which just came out this week, is a remake of the classic Galaga arcade game, and this is by the same guys that made Pac-Man Championship Edition. So what they've done is taken that Galaga format that we're all used to and actually kicked it up and done something really cool and unique with it so that it still feels like Galaga, but it's got a nice twist to it. So now you can actually deploy 2 independent guns in any direction that you want, which is going to help you out as you're battling these kind of unique formations. It's certainly a lot more interesting than the original Galaga was. The favorite thing for us is that there's also a vintage mode. Now this doesn't change the gameplay in any way. What it does is put these giant sprites that look just like the original. Man, it just looks so slick on the screen when you see your fighter with that old school look, big blocky look to it, fighting, but still having that new mechanic to it that you've gotten from Galaga Legions. Coming out at the very end of the month is Castle Crashers. Now this is by the Behemoth, the same guys that made Alien Hominid. Now before you start getting worried about this game being too difficult, know that the Behemoth did not make this a challenge like they did Alien Hominid. This is a game that anybody can just jump right into and start playing. Think of this as sort of a modern day Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. This is a side-scrolling beat-em-up with a lot of humor to it, some really crazy looking levels, and also RPG elements. You're going to constantly be leveling up your character, getting new weapons, actually distributing experience points. Do you want to have more strength so you can beat guys up? Do you want to be able to shoot arrows better so you can get guys from long range? Do you want to improve your magic and learn new spells? Or do you want to improve defense so you don't constantly die like my pal Nate over here? The great thing about this, it's going to be 4-player online co-op. Drop in, drop out at any time. And on top of this, there's more than 20 characters playable in the game. You start out with 4, but every time you beat the game, you're going to unlock more characters that you're going to be able to check out. They all have unique powers, their own look to them, so there's definitely going to be a lot of draw to keep playing Castle Crashers again and again and again and again. This is by far one of the most fun, addictive games that we've seen on XBLA so far. So there you have it, 5 games coming out in 1 month on Xbox Live Arcade, all of them worth picking up. If we had to pick a favorite, I'd go with Bionic Commando Rearmed with Castle Crashers coming in second, but really, you can't go wrong with any of these. I think honestly you'd be crazy not to pick up Braid or Galaga Legions, and if you're getting Fable 2, of course, you're going to want to get Fable 2 Pub Games. So really, that's 5 games to spend your August playing. Get to it right now.